Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Crochet channel. I'm so glad to be with you in this video. In this video we are going to continue our crochet along project and introduce square 5 with different stitch, and as we used to, we are going to introduce it with some of different pattern and some variation. I'm going to introduce it and show you how to do this pattern, and I'm going to do this pattern with you, and I'm going to show you another pattern and some of the pattern that I'm going to post on the Facebook group with the chart and show you how to read these different charts for the same stitch. So let's get started. Okay, as we used to, we are going to read the chart for this stitch. I like to call it the cherry stitch because it looks like little cherries all the way. You can see that it pops like popcorn stitch, but not popcorn, but it creates a shape with this like the cherry. You will see it. Now, these arrows here shows you the direction of the work. We are going to start from here and chain the number of our chains and the number that I use in our previous squares. Like for example, if you use 20 chains, you are going to chain 20 chains. I'm going to chain 26 because I always do my squares with 26. Now chain 1 for the height. Now do this shape here or symbol here, which means single crochet and is abbreviated to as SC. So I'm going to work the whole row with single crochet. Now chain 1 for the height, we are going to use this chain 1. Now work 3 single crochet, then this cherry stitch. So whenever I see this shape, it means cherry stitch and is abbreviated to in the pattern with CHRST. Now to just I did this to differentiate it between chain and cherry stitch. Now this stitch is worked with 3 strands of yarn. Now it's like this. I'm going to yarn over my hook and insert the hook and pull the yarn. Now I'm going to yarn over again and insert the hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn, and I'm going to do it with 3 times. That's why I have here 3 lines in this shape. So the number of these lines implies the number of times that you are going to yarn over the hook and insert the hook in the stitch, and I'm going to show you how many times this happen. Now I'm going to do 3 single crochets, now another cherry, 3 single, another cherry and 3 single, and so on until I reach the end of my row. But I have here the end doesn't equal or doesn't finish with 3 single crochet. It ends only with 2 single crochet. Don't mind about this because we are going to work on this line here. Now because I am going to do this diagonal, I'm going to do cherry stitch here, and in the next row or the row above it, I'm going to work the cherry in the stitch beside this one or before it in the next one, and I'm going to do my next row in the chain beside it. So I'm going to have this diagonal shape, but you need to do 3 single crochet between each 2 cherry in the same row. So I'm going to end with 2 single crochet here, chain 1, do only 1 single crochet. Why? Because I need to do this cherry in the stitch beside this one, so it creates this diagonal line. Now and continue my pattern with 3 single crochet, 1 cherry, 3 single crochet, 1 cherry, 3 single, and so on. And whenever I start a new row, I only just chain 1 and do single and repeat my pattern. But with these two sides here, it doesn't matter that you end up with 3 single crochet or cherry or 2 or 1. You only need to manage your 3 single crochet in between these two. It doesn't matter that you end up with 2, 3, 4, whatever number that you end your line here. Now I'm going to show you. I have here this. I have made 26 chains. Now I have worked the first row of single crochet, and I'm going to work the last two with you so you can just see how to do your single crochet. Now, without yarning over, you only insert the hook, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. Now again, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all these 2 loops. Now this is the end of my row. Now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, mark my stitch here so I won't insert my hook in it, which helps me to have straight edges. And for those who doesn't manage their border and they end up with different number of stitches, you can leave this stitch marker or the folder pen, or you can even use a yarn, different color of yarn, to mark this stitch here so you can know that this is the stitch that I need to make the border in. Now I'm going to work 3 single crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and bear in mind that you are going to insert the hook in both loops of the stitch here. Now I'm going to work my cherry stitch like this. This is the stitch, the new stitch I'm going to introduce to you in this video. Yarn over, insert the hook in the next chain or stitch, pull through. You have 3 loops. Now all you need to do is just yarn over and pull through only 1 loop from the hook. You still have 3 loops. Now yarn over and pull through 2 loops, so you end up with 2 loops on your hook. Now leave these 2 and yarn over, insert the hook in the same stitch. This is the second one. Now you have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through this first one, only the first one. Now yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. You end up with 3 loops. Now again, you are going to repeat this for the 3rd time. Yarn over, insert the hook in the same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through only 1 loop. Now yarn over and pull through on 2 loops. You end up with 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops together. Now this is the shape that you are left with. See? Now I'm going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. Insert the hook without yarning over. This will pop in the back here. Now pull through, and just to make sure that these, you need to pull this yarn. Why? To bob this to the other side. Now, and finish your single crochet. Now this is what it should look like. See? See, it looks like the cherry with this, or the berry, like it gives a very good texture. Now it looks like this. I'm going to do 2 single crochet to keep my pattern of 3 single crochet in between. And again, I'm going to do another cherry with you. Yarn over. This is the first time I yarn over. Insert the hook in the next chain. Pull through. You have 3 loops. Pull through the first one, only the first one. Pull through the second 2. Now you are left with 2. Yarn over. Use your finger here to hold the yarn. Insert the hook and pull through. You have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops. Yarn over. Use your finger to hold the yarn. Insert the hook and you have these loops. Yarn over and pull through the first one. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. Now you are left with 4 loops. Yarn over and pull through all. You have this shape and do a single crochet and keep your single crochet tight to the other stitches like this, and it will look like this from this side and look like this from the other side. See, pops like this. Now I'm going to continue my pattern. 3 single crochet, 2, and just in case, you are going to count this stitch which ends the cherry stitch with as 1. So you count like this. This is the one that I made to make the cherry pops, and this is 2, so it equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to show you another time with the cherry. Yarn over, insert the hook and pull through as if you are doing double crochet, but you are just yarn over and pull through only one. These 2, the same stitch. One, 2, yarn over 3 times, only 1, then 2, until you are left with 4 loops. Yarn over and pull through all 4, and then do a single, another single, and another one. 3 single crochet. Now again, and end the cherry with single crochet. This is the end of my cherry. Now it looks like this. This is because the pattern here says 3 strands, 1, 2, 3, 3 lines over there. Let me show you something. If the pattern shows like this, it shows 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to repeat my process 4 times. I'm just gonna show you how to do the 4 time. Two and 3. This is how you do 4 time cherry stitch, like this. Yarn over, insert the hook and just pull 1, pull 2. Now again, pull 1, pull 2. Now another mark. Now the 4th time like this. And with each time you are going to pull through one loop, then 2 loops. Then you end up with 5 loops, and you end all 5 loops together. Now then you are going to make single crochet, which make bigger cherry, as you can see. See, this is the bigger cherry, but of course you are free to do whatever you like. I'm only showing you more than one variation, and you can repeat whatever you want. Again, I'm going to show you one more time this cherry. One, and then 2. 1, only 1, and then 2, and end the 4 loops together. Then I'm going to do single crochet, another one, and another one. Now I'm going to do my last cherry in this row. 1, then 2. 1, then 2. 1, then 2. I'm left with 4, in the 4, and end my cherry in this stitch. So you can see that this stitch is multiple of 2, because you need one stitch to make the cherry and another one to finish it with single crochet, so it will pop from the other side. Now I'm going to see that I only have one stitch to end my row, so I don't need 3 single crochet to end my row. I only gonna end it where it ends, like this. Now chain 1, turn my work, mark my stitch here, now you can see that I reached the end of my row and I am left with only one single crochet, like this. You don't need to worry about 3 single crochet. You don't need to do 3 single crochet as the pattern says. You just end the line where it ends and start another row. Chain 1, turn your work, mark this chain, and start do the pattern. Now I'm going to work row 4, but now this is the front of my work, and whenever I work the front, I'm going to do single crochet row, the whole row with single crochet in this stitch and in this stitch beside the cherry, and don't forget to work a single crochet in this stitch of the cherry here. But you need to bear in mind that this stitch is like a side or behind the cherry, so you need to not to forget it, like this, and do a single crochet in it. Now 3 single crochet, and a single crochet in the cherry here, 3 single crochet. You can count these 1, 2, 3 in order not to forget any stitch, and then in the cherry here. Don't know if it's clear. This is the stitch behind the cherry. This, I'm going to work in this stitch. Now 3, 1, and this one. Now you can count as 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 cherry, and so on until you reach the end of row. 3 and 1. Now 3, and I reach the end of my row. I'm going to work in this stitch, and I'm not gonna work in this stitch with the marker. It's only meant for the height. Now to start another row, you are going to chain 1, turn your work, mark the chain 1 here. Then I'm going to work my cherry at the back of my work. So whenever you are in the back, you are facing the back, you are going to work the cherry. And whenever you are facing the front, you are going to work single crochet. To make the diagonal shape that I am going to introduce in the pattern, I need to bear in mind that I'm going to either work in this stitch. This is the stitch of the cherry in this row. This the cherry that pops. This is the one, the fourth one here. It's the cherry. Now I'm going to do the cherry either in this, the second or the third stitch here, the third one. I'm going to end the cherry in the third one, or this one. If you do your cherry in the third stitch, your diagonal will look like this, and if you work in this stitch, your diagonal will work like this. So either you do here or here, but you need always to work in the stitch next to the stitch of the cherry in the previous row, like this. This is the stitch of the cherry, the fourth one. So I'm only going to do 2 single crochet, then a cherry, not 3 single crochet, only 2 single crochet, then cherry, like this. 2 single crochet, 1, 2, then I'm going to work 1 cherry stitch. 1, only in the first loop, then 2 loops, and the third one, the first loop, then 2 loops. I have 4 loops. Just pull through all these and finish the cherry with a single crochet in the stitch beside it, like this. So it will look like this. I have here the cherry and I have here the other cherry. Now you only need to take care of the first cherry that you do. Now you don't need to count anymore or take care of any stitches anymore. You only gonna repeat the pattern of 3 single crochet, then cherry. So you did 1, 2 single, now 3 single crochet in the 3 next stitches. Now repeat 1 cherry. 1, 2, now 3, and end the cherry together, then end it with a single crochet to make it pop on the other side, so it looks like this. So you have here the cherry and you have here the cherry. So only need to bear in mind these stitches. So either you do it like here or the 5th stitch. So my diagonal will look like this. Now I'm going to repeat my pattern, 3 single crochet, 1, 2, because I only did 1. Now another cherry, and the third one, only one loop, then 2 loops, and then single crochet, 2, 3, then cherry, 1 loop, 2 loop, 1 loop, 2 loop, 1 loop, 2 loop, then finish the 4 together and end the cherry with 1 single crochet. So basically this stitch is a multiple of 2. You need 1 stitch to make the cherry and another one to make it the single crochet, so it will pop up. So if you need your whole square to be cherries, you can only multiple of 2 and work 1 cherry, 1 single crochet, 1 cherry, 1 single crochet, and so on and so forth until you reach this end. Now I reach the end, but I'm only left with other 2, so I end my work with 3 single crochet and not a cherry, like this. Now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, mark my stitch, and just I am here in the front, so I will work 1 row of single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Now I reach this cherry, and don't forget to work in the stitch of the cherry. It's here. Let me show you from the other side. This is the stitch here, and don't forget to do a single crochet in this stitch because it keeps your work unified. And continue doing single crochet. Now I reach the end of my row and I finish with this single crochet, and just take care because it usually tight, not the stitch with the marker, and chain 1, turn your work, mark your stitch to end your work in. Now I reach the back, so I'm going to work my cherry stitches. I only need to mark the first stitch. This is the one here, this the stitch, the cherry, so I need to work my cherry in here. So I'm going to do only 1 single crochet, in here, then do the cherry. And end my cherry with single crochet. So after doing the first one, I'm going just only count 3 stitches, 1, 2, with the one that I did, and do a cherry stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now end the cherry with single crochet, and so on and so forth, and this is how you do this pattern. 1, 2, 3. Just finishing this row with you so you can see the whole thing. This is how it should look like. You see, this is here, the diagonal like this. And this creates this pattern. You can see that. I started with 1 cherry and 3, then 2, then 1, then cherry, and so on until you reach this shape here. You can use this shape like this, or like this, or like this. At any side, it will create beautiful shape. See? And of course, it creates a very beautiful texture as well. This is the first variation or the first pattern that I'm going to show you. Now, as you can see, this creates a very good texture and a very good shape. Actually, it's a very beautiful stitch and easy one. After doing the whole rows, you just need to do the border with a half double crochet to give it this shape only, and 3 half double crochet in each of the corner. And for those who ask, I do 3 half double crochet in the corner here and 24 other stitch of half double crochet until I reach the other corner and do 3 half double crochet, then 24 half double crochet, reaching the corner, 3 half double crochet, 24, then 3, because I'm going to join these together with this stitch here from only one stitch from the 3 on the border with the 24 and one stitch with the 24, so it equals 26. And I do have one spare stitch or an extra stitch for the angle of the square, so my square is even with 26 at each side and one extra to just join this with other square. So this is the first variation that I'm going to show you, and this is the pattern for this.